Hello world, and welcome to our first video blog of the Health Panel. My name's Samantha Charlton. I have a degree in exercise science, a diploma in journalism. I've worked with brands such as the Melbourne Tigers, Corey Homicide Williams, and the Like a Freak sports brand.
Hi guys, I'm Sheridan Smith. I'm a food writer. I'm just about to release my first cookbook under the Sheridan Smith brand. I'm passionate about common sense health and well-being, and I'm also a vegan.
Hi guys, I'm Janesh. I'm a school teacher and I've trained in martial arts for over 14 years now. In 2009 I represented Australia over in Orlando in the States, and in 2009 I was ranked #1 in the country for my continuous full contact sparring. And at the moment I've had a bit of change of weather. I've gone into ultra running, and I've always liked to play hard and set the bar pretty high, and I entered a 100-kilometre race. Not running more than 10 kilometres. So now I'm 2 weeks, 6 days out from my race, where I will be running 100 kilometres.
Well, this first week we are talking about health and food and exercise specifically. Exercise vegan versus the world. So we've talked about the book Born to Run, and you've talked about your own experiences, Sheridan, as a vegan, as you know, growing up not as a vegan and then being a vegan for the last 7 years. Four.
So
I know my panel really well.
I turned vegan 4 years ago purely for energy reasons, and I recently did a blog on it because I found some amazing facts that I discovered. So a few years ago, before I was vegan, I was training, for hours every day of through Monday through to Friday, so running 5 kilometres every morning, plus playing 4 to 5 games of netball a week at state league level, and then training for netball as well. And back then I did the beep test, which is one of the great fitness measurement tools that you can use. And back then I got my highest was 12.6. And a couple of weeks ago I did the same test, which is really cool. Now the only difference is I'm vegan, plus I only do 1 hour of exercise a week at the moment, which is really quite bad. But I got the same result, and you have to look into something like that because back then I was a lot younger and in my peak fitness, I guess, and how is it that I can do exactly the same now? And it purely comes back to what I believe is veganism, because your body can focus on getting your peak performance out of you, I guess, because the fuel you put into your body is what you can get out of it.
Just for everyone out there that might not be clear exactly what vegan is, can you explain to the world exactly what vegan is?
Okay, so vegan, you don't eat anything from an animal, so no meat, no fish, no dairy, no eggs, etc.
What about honey?
Honey is also classed as not vegan. However, I do consume a little bit. I guess with veganism, you can kind of cut and shut your own version of the veganism diet. And, there's people out there that won't eat any fruit that hasn't fallen off a tree, because they consider it murder or something, I guess. But I do consume a little bit of honey, but not much.
Why did you go vegan?
Vegan, well, at the time, my family had just opened up a business. My brother was trading on the American stock market at the time, so he was only getting 4 hours of sleep a night because of the times he had to be up to trade. So we needed another form to get energy from, and we did a lot of research, and I discovered that going to vegetarian and veganism was the answer. And it sustains us. We can live off 4 hours sleep a night, which is great because you can get a lot more done when you sleep less. And it's overall health and well-being. I haven't been to a GP in a couple of years, so it's a great way.
So did you find your current diet before that wasn't giving you enough energy for what you needed?
I believe so. I think, the body, it takes a lot of energy to process meat in the human body. So that energy that I'm saving there can be used in other forms as well. Yep. Plus I've done a lot of research on how meat and stuff affects your body. Some of the largest animals in the world are all vegans pretty much, so and we're the only animal on planet Earth that drinks another animal's milk. So there's, like I said before, I'm passionate about common sense health, and a lot of this plays back to common sense.
And you can read more about Sheridan's general experience as a vegan on her blog as well, which we'll let you know the details for. The other thing we were just going to talk about is Born to Run, a book.
Yeah, Born to Run.
Explain a bit about that.
Is a book about a tribe just out of Mexico. They're called the Raramuri. They're a tribe that these guys think the name of the tribe is pretty funny. Probably mispronounced that name, but you guys get the picture. Born to Run's written by Christopher McDougall. It's about his ventures into the canyons of that area, and these guys are just ultra runners, and their diet consists of...
It's a vegan diet, isn't it?
It literally is a vegan diet. They just eat stuff
Corn
like corn beer, corn pinole, and like little tortillas, and it's just interesting because these guys beat Westerners in running races.
So basically, they're still doing everything they want to do lifestyle-wise.
Yeah.
But they've just changed it to be vegan. So like the corn beer, they still go out and drink.
Yeah.
As much as they want
Exactly.
and get no sleep.
Yeah. These guys are known to get no sleep and still run a 100-mile, so 180k race the next day and kick ass in it.
So it's an annual thing that they do this race?
No, their culture is running.
Really?
Yeah, their culture is running, and they've been brought up as little kids on that diet as well, and they just run like their lunchtime games is just like, oh, let's go run 20k's, like that type of thing, and it's just in their culture, and you'll see like even the elders sort of thing will be like ancient races, and they could still, if they wanted to, kind of start running.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see. Like I just finished that book and recommend that book. For a read.
I mean, it's not as simple as just changing diet. There's a lot of things you've got to go through mentally and energy and physically wise.
And you got to think of it as well. Like most of us out there drive cars, so we all know that premium fuel is a lot better than standard fuel. So the fuel you put into your body is kind of the performance you'll get out of it.
And you get a lot more K's out of premium fuel than normal fuel.
Exactly.
Awesome. Thanks for tuning into the first topic at the Health Panel.